Lungkot na lungkot yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, mga kababayan. Ramdam na ramdam niya yung sakit na dinadanas ngayon ng mga families po ng mga namatay doon sa Israel sa pag-atake ng mga Hamas sa Israel po. Yan po, mga kababayan, yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Sabi diyan, PBBM condoles with kin of third Filipino fatality in Gaza conflict. So, makikita natin, kitang-kita talaga, mga kababayan, yung empathy sa ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Sino ba naman, mga kababayan, ang hindi madurog ang puso sa dinanas ng ating mga kababayan doon po sa sa Israel? Kumusta naman anya, Mr. Marabilia, si Inday? Si Inday? Si Inday po, nakita ko nga, umakyat ng bundok. Doon sa Cebu, nagpakalat po ng picture. Bakit niya, Mr. Maravillas, umakyat ng bundok? Nagre-relax siguro kasi na-stress masyado sa... Na-stress masyado, mga kababayan, doon sa issue ng confidential funds. Ngayon si Inday, umakyat ng bundok yung Osmeña Peak, mga kababayan, sa Cebu. Paraan niya, Mr. Maravilla, si Inday, detached sa mga pangyayari sa mundo. Kigi po ang pakyot. Relax na relax, mga kababayan, nasa bundok. Habang yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, busy sa pag-asikaso sa mga kababayan natin sa Israel at iyak ng iyak dahil sa dinanas ng ating mga OFWs. 3 na po yung patay. Ayan po, nakikirama yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa family ng mga namatayan doon sa conflict sa Gaza, sa Israel. Kontrast niya, Mr. Maravillas, ang pagkatao ng dalawa. Magkaiba ng mundo po. But before kong ibigay sa inyo, mga kababayan, yung mga detalye, yung full story na mga balitang yan, click subscribe mo na dito sa ating YouTube channel and hit the notification bell para lagi po kayong updated sa mga kaganapan sa ating bayan at sa buong mundo. Like and share na rin po ninyo ng ating video at wag na rin po ninyo na skip yung ating mga commercial ads para tuloy-tuloy ang pag-unlad ng bagong Pilipinas. By the way, mga kababayan, i-announce ko na pala. On Saturday, October 21 po, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, grand launching na namin po ng Colossal Fitness Gym. Isama ko na pong i-announce. May bisita po kami from Metro Manila. So watch for the grand launching po ng Colossal Fitness Gym. October 21, 2023, 4 p.m. po with special guest from Manila. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym po is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Lanco Business Park, Legazpi City, Albay. For inquiries po, look for yung anak kong eldest son, Jilon Maravillas. Contact number 0966-802-0949. Salamat po. To God be all the glory. Ayan po, nakakabit na yung signage. Yan po, buong 3rd floor, yung occupied namin, yung rooftop, roof deck, okupado pa namin po, mga kababayan. Kami yung pinakang malaki yan na yata dito sa Albay. Ayan po, napakaganda ng building, di ba? Ayan ang loob po. Marami na po yung mga nagdi-gym. Tuloy-tuloy lang po ang negosyo. Business as usual. Kahit during the grand launching sa Sabado. Yung gusto na mag-gym lang po kayo. Tapos sama kayo po sa sa kasayahan. Ayun po, mga kababayan. Ayan po yung anak ko, tapos si Mrs. Yung anak kong isa, si Queenie. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang lista ng mga gustong mag-member sa gym. So we encourage you na mag-gym po tayo. Ako, nagsimula na din po ako mag-gym. Kasi tumatanda na tayo, kailangang mag-exercise palagi para sa ating physical health at pati mental health. Sabi nga mga kababayan, exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression, and negative mood, and by improving self-esteem and cognitive function. Yan ang naidudulot po ng pag-gym. Kaya tayo po ay laging good mood. Lagi lang tayong masaya. Di ba? Kahit niya Mr. Maravillas sa magulo ang mundo. Sabi sa Bible po, do not be troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Hindi pa man po katapusan, nagsisimula pa lang. Parang yung sabi ni yung warning ni Netanyahu sa mga Hamas, this is just the beginning. Kaya yung mga residentes doon po, mga kababayan sa Gaza, nagsisipag-takas na. Binigyan sila ng 24 hours to live in preparation po sa ground invasion na parang nagsimula. Tapos na yata yung plazo, ground invasion ng Israeli army. O yan ang mga balita ngayon. Escape from Gaza. Iran warns of preemptive action against Israel. Yun ang kinatatakutan natin. Kaya yun pong Amerika, nagpadala na ng pangalawa na warship to deter the possible attacks na gagawin ng mga bansa tulad ng Iran na dati ng kalaban ng Israel. And napakarami pala ng mga foreign nationals ang nadamay po, nangamatay, other than tayo dito sa Pilipinas na may 3. So sabi rito, murdered and missing foreign nationals from 41 states as a result ng pag-atake ng mga Hamas. O yan po, 41 states. Austria, Argentina, Australia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Brazil, Canada, Chile, China, Colombia, Eritrea, Estonia, France, Germany, Hungary, India, Ireland, Italy, Kazakhstan, Latvia, Lithuania, Maldives, Nepal, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Russia, South Africa, Spain, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Thailand, Turkey, United Kingdom, Ukraine, USA, Uzbekistan, ay Uzbekistan pala. 41 states po ang apektado. May mga mamamayan sila na nadamay po. Murdered and missing hanggang ngayon. Kaya lungkot na lungkot yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. So sabi rito, President Marcos talked to the family of the 3rd Filipino casualty in the cross-border attacks on Gaza Strip, which sparked a devastating war between Israel and Hamas. Tinawagan ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos yung kapatid ng namatay na si Loretta Villarin Alacre, 49 years old po, caregiver, who was earlier reported missing after Hamas launched rockets from Gaza into Israel. O yan po, mga kababayan, yung ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Makikita ninyo sa kanyang mukha yung grabing lungkot. He vowed to immediately bring home Alacre's remains despite the challenges due to the volatile situation diyan po sa Israel. So sabi niya, we have assistance for the family but we will do everything we can to bring her home first. Kailangan na niya, may balik mo na yung bangkay ng namatay na caregiver. We just have to wait for the situation in Israel to calm down because it is very chaotic right now. And everything is closed. Tutulungan namin anya kayo. The government is here for you. All our embassies are on alert. They know your situation. Lahat niya gusto nang umuwi. So we are working on that. And as soon as we get a chance, we will bring them all home, sabi ng ating Pangulong Bongbong. Sabi ng Pangulo na yung ating Department of Migrant Workers at saka the Overseas Workers Welfare Administration ay mag-extend ng lahat ng necessary assistance to the bereaved family. Yung ambassador niya ng ating bansa sa Egypt is coordinating with the authorities for the possible opening of a humanitarian corridor that will allow the government to start the repatriation process. So yun ang pinagkakaabalahan ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na halos hindi na makatulog sa tindi ng kanyang pag-aalala, mga kababayan, sa mga OFWs na nandun sa Israel na iipit po sa gera. Million po ang trap ngayon doon sa Gaza, kasama daw yung 131 Filipinos. Ayan po ang balita. With no water, no power, dwindling food, civilians desperate for way out. Millions of civilians, Palestinians, and foreigners alike, including some 131 Filipinos, remain trapped in Gaza, desperately waiting for humanitarian corridors to open in the heavily bombarded enclave. Ganon katindi, mga kababayan, yung sitwasyon doon. Nagkukumahog po sila na umalis sa lugar. Laden with suitcases, plastic bags, or even mattresses, inhabitants of northern Gaza were frantically fleeing to the south after Israel's warning to vacate before its major offensive. The two main crossings in and out of Gaza for civilians have been closed. Erez at the northern side of Gaza at saka yung Rafah sa northeast Egypt. Sinabi kasi, mga kababayan, ng Israel kahapon na there was no temporary truce to allow aid in or foreigners out of the Gaza Strip, where scenes of panic, anger, and despair were at every corner. No electricity, no power, no internet. I feel like I'm losing my humanity. Sabi po ni Mona Abdel Hamid, 55 years old, who fled Gaza City to Rafah in the south of the enclave where she is staying with strangers. Ganon, mga kababayan, ang pangyayari doon sa Israel ngayon. O yung Amerika, nag-deploy ng 2 aircraft carriers dyan po sa Mediterranean Sea bilang paganda, mga kababayan, or deterrence, baka umatake yung Iran, pati yung Syria at saka yung Hezbollah sa Lebanon. So sabi rito, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken returned to Israel Monday ahead of a looming ground offensive to destroy the Hamas Islamist group that rules Gaza, and emphasized that civilians should not have to suffer for Hamas atrocities. Foreigners have flocked to Rafah in the hopes of being let out after Blinken said he was confident the crossing will be open for aid into the Strip. Reeling from the deadliest attack in its history, Israel unleashed a relentless bombing campaign of the Gaza Strip that flattened neighborhoods and killed at least 2,750 people, mainly civilians. Ganon katindi, mga kababayan. Buildings are in ruins because of continued bombings. Matindi po ang mga pangyayari. Israel-Hamas war updates, Israeli water supply move a distraction. Yan po. Grabe yung kaguluhan po doon. Pro-Iran resistance could preemptively attack Israel. Iran foreign minister warns. Observers fear that Hezbollah joining war against Israel could cause devastation in Lebanon and regional escalation. Yan ang mga sinasabi natin. The fear for possible regional conflict and even World War III. Kaya po yung Amerika nagpadala na po ng 2 warships po sa Mediterranean Sea. Ayan pa, humanitarian aid stuck at the Gaza border as WHO warns of catastrophe. Mapping protest held in solidarity with Palestine. Tens of thousands of protesters in cities around the world have called for an end to Israel bombing of Gaza. So buong mundo po niyayanig ng gira sa Israel. Pati nga tayo, gusto nating umiwas sa gulo, kaya lang damay tayo. Ang kailangan gawin natin ay mag-ready tayo, mga kababayan. Bakit niya, Mr. Maravillas? Napakalayo tayo, malayo naman tayo sa Israel. Anong malayo? Ito yung balita ngayon. Hamas tried to infiltrate Philippines in 2018-2022, sabi ng National Security Council. Kita ninyo, mga kababayan, kaya tama na yung confidential funds ni Inday po ay inilagay sa mga security agencies natin. Imbis sa kanya sa DepEd at sa Office of the Vice President. Pati tayo pala, sinubukan na ng mga Hamas na i-infiltrate noong 2018 pa at saka last year. Kaya lang niya, Mr. Maravillas, galit yung mag-ama. Nagwawalaan niya yung mag-ama. Inaway po yung Kongreso. Ito yung balita sa Philippine Star. Mga kababayan ngayon, 2 alleged operatives of the Hamas militant group now at war with Israel were in the Philippines and attempted to operate and ally themselves with local extremists noong 2018 saka last year. Sabi po ng National Security Council. You see, NSC Assistant Director General Jonathan Malaya said, one was a bomb expert who was arrested and deported 5 years ago. Matindi po. We saw there was intent by Hamas to launch activities in the Philippines. In fact, in 2018 there was a Hamas bomb maker that was arrested by the Philippine National Police and deported to Turkey. And also, last year, sabi niya, there was an operative that talked to local extremist groups in order to operate in our country. Sabi po niya sa Bagong Pilipinas Ngayon public briefing. Malaya revealed that based on the investigation ng police, the Hamas operatives who tried to infiltrate the country had 4 main goals. Ano daw yung objectives nila dito? Number 1, patayin yung mga Hudyo dito sa Pilipinas. That was the plan niya. Second, raise funds. And third, to use social media to spread their propaganda. In one more, to stage rallies at embassies and different places to create apparent disunity or chaos. Ganon kalawak po yung network nila, buong mundo. According to him, the 2018 and 2022 Hamas attempts to gain foothold in the country were foiled with the help of other nations. Natimbrihan po ng ibang bansa. We stopped them, So this declaration of Hamas as a terrorist organization is to protect our countrymen. This is also a domestic act to ensure our security and prevent any Gaza-like scenario. Sabi mga kababayan ni Malaya. Di ba justified yung yung pinanggigigilan ng mag-amang Duterte na tanggalan ng confidential funds, mga kababayan, si Inday, kasi hindi man niya yan kailangan sa Office of the Vice President saka sa DepEd. Wala man pong kinalaman sa national security, wala man silang mandato diyan. So tama yung desisyon ng leadership ng Congress. Kaya lang inaaway na ngayon po si Martin Romualdez ng mag-ama. Malaya explained that declaring Hamas as a terrorist organization will help Philippine authorities apprehend them easier or faster even without arrest warrants and detain them for a certain period of time. He said it will also stop terrorist financing since the Anti-Money Laundering Council would be able to quickly freeze the assets of persons or group declared as terrorists. This is a clear message by the Philippine government that we won't allow Hamas to operate here. He stressed, we're making sure of the safety of our countrymen and we are expressing our solidarity with the state of Israel with whom we have had a long and fruitful relation. So tama po yung ating mga aksyon na ginagawa. As for us to comment about the statement of a certain group that declaring Hamas as a terrorist group will not resolve the ongoing conflict and violence in Israel. In Gaza, he said resolving the problem is not the main intention. We do not intend to resolve the Palestinian question. He said, noting this was a problem dating back decades in the Philippines was not one to give the solution to it. Hindi man natin yun problema, mga kababayan. Problema nila yun doon. Kaya lang, siyempre, nadadamay tayo sa mga activities ng mga terrorist organization. And we have to protect our country. Ganon lang naman yung punto, mga kababayan ni Malaya. Ayan man lang po, mga kababayan. Baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream. Pinapahid po sa mga pulses and affected area. Mainam po sa paninigas ng mga kaso-kasuan. Ito naman po, Automax Revitalizing Serum. Anti-aging siya, mga kababayan. Sa mukha naman yung application, you will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, try ninyo itong Nengxia Red Mix Fruit Drink. Hindi man po siya gamot, food supplement po siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya, mga kababayan, sa goji berry. Yung goji berry may anti-cancer properties. Ngayon, yung mga inquiries po ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos, ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye po. God bless.